yelling in the car rental office itself. You people call yourself so technologically advanced and you still rely on these damn plastic cards? You should think about digital America. It was not a good thing, to be honest with me. Day two started, and we were just taking a bus to ride through the city. My smile was 50% back, but it was all right. But suddenly, I saw one beautiful yet scary video. Have you guys heard of the term Waymo? Guys, boy oh boy, did I get an opportunity to ride in a goddamn Waymo. Think about this. You're just entering a taxi and there's no driver. There's no driver at all. Man, for a minute I thought I was in the year 2105 instead of 2025. And I was back at normal. It was good. I was happy. My smile was 100% back. And as we rushed back into our Airbnb, I was still on cloud nine. But I remember there was this something that my father told me when I was leaving my place. And it was almost as if words were telling my hands, like the movie Ratatouille, to go on and grab some things. And guess what, guys? I had my license with me. Man, I was in cloud nine once again, but this time maybe on cloud 10. Trip went on. We visited a lot of cities, beautiful places. We visited a beautiful place called the Grand Canyon. Amazing place. I still hadn't driven by them. I was just about them. As we were just coming back, running downwards through Grand Canyon, it was 6 p.m. We all were very happy with what we had just seen, but also we were quite hungry, so we were just going to McDonald's. We were in the car, my sister was driving, and suddenly, guess what? We got pulled over by a cop. And luckily, all present in the car but me got a ticket. And the first thing that my sister said to me just after that was, "You must be very happy that you wouldn't drive." And I said, "Yes." As I saw her parking, very beautiful parking ticket, I saw the first thing up here, which was the name of the officer. And guess what the name of the officer was? Bechara. It was funny, but you know what? Our mental peace was absolutely disrupted. And guess what? I didn't get to drive at all. When I came back and I was just reflecting on the memories and the experiences, I was happy, but I was a bit sad that I hadn't driven a car. My friends, sometimes we think that life is a bit too extreme. But what really happens is sometimes life can go a bit too left when you might feel down, when you might feel that things are not right. Life can also go way towards the right when you think all of it is going right. But what we really need is a balance, is an equilibrium. That trip gave me a stark reminder as to what life really is all about. I didn't get to drive a car on my trip, but guess what? I got the opportunity to drive a Tesla when I came here, and that too a Cybertruck. Life can be a bit too extreme. Life can feel a bit too unfair. But at times when you feel down, you must remember that life is not about the extremes. Life is all about the equilibrium. Thank you. Back to
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anmol, to share. I mean, you have shared your experience so beautifully with us as we all were driving with you. So, thank you so much, Toastmaster Anmol. And with this, we are closing a segment of our speeches today. I would request Timer to give us a minute to write valuable feedback for him in the group. Thank you so much, Timer. Now it's time to call the powerhouse of our club, the navigator of today's meeting, Toastmaster Yuvraj, to share the observations and recommendation and take us to the path of improvement. Toastmaster Yuvraj, over to you. Uh, Toastmaster Yuvraj, there. Toastmaster Yuvraj, can you please acknowledge? Yeah, yeah. Toastmaster Yuvraj, over to you.
I will be posting the best speeches, best speaker in the guest group. Just give me a minute. And it's a
Oh,
request that please everyone vote for the best prepared speaker.
sure, sure.
It's in the group, guys. Toastmaster Ashima. Toastmaster Ashima, the 1 minute is over.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so it's time for the evaluation. I would request Toastmaster Yuvraj to share the observations and recommendation and take us to the path of improvement.
Now it's a time for table topics.
Sorry. So it's time for the table topics.
Do we have time for table topics? It's 11 1 1:11.
Yeah,
As
that's
per
my
the agenda, we are
concern.
running a bit late.
Should we skip table topic in the interest of time?
Can be just for guests.
Just couple of them maybe we can update because given that we had 6 speeches and some of the speeches were really long,
Okay.
we'll overshoot the entire meeting by maybe 15 minutes. That's what I'm expecting. If we go with the 10 topics. Works with everyone?
No, it's fine.
Okay. We can keep it short.
Okay. Okay. So I would like to call the table topic master of today on the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Although the time is short, but let me tell you, since Toastmaster Deepak has decided to keep the host as mysterious in the poster, I have also decided to keep this session as surprising and mysterious. So, for the guests, let me explain. You have to come, I will give you a topic, and you have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes, and you can speak up to 2 minutes 30 seconds. And since we are short on time, I think I would like to call the guests. Don't worry, it's okay to feel nervous because when I first came to give a speech on in this session, I stopped for speaking in between for like 30 seconds. So it's okay if you fumble, if you stop in between. So I would like, if anyone would like to volunteer at first, guests.
Yes.
Yeah. We had guest Ayushi. You are asleep and something is crawling on you. You are asleep and something is crawling on you. Guest Ayushi. You can take this topic like any day. You can make a story. You can say anything.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm asleep and something's crawling on me. Okay. Think of anything.
A
Sorry.
real life incident will happen.
It you can make up the story also, or it will be real life incident.
Um, so usually when I'm trying to sleep, it's not that something's crawling on me, but I feel something as like a jitter and someone's like pulling my leg basically. And like I wake up so suddenly and my whole body's like shivering and I'm stuttering when this happens. But it has happened quite often, but I think it's just a muscle reflex and not someone actually pulling my leg, but that'd be insane. And oh, one time actually. I was in my room and this happened in Delhi, and I was just like scrolling on my phone, and it was like 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning, and something just dropped on me, and I woke up suddenly. I switched on the lights, and it was actually a lizard and fell on me from the wall. And that was so scary, and I told my mom, and then she got all super suspicious. She was like, "Oh my God, it's so bad. That lizard has fell on you," and it cannot be good. And it was before I was supposed to leave for my master's. So my mom got really anxious and then she called the what is the term? Yeah, the ritual to like get black magic off you or something. So yeah, so I think that is something close to I was falling asleep and then something was calling. And yeah, okay, thank you.
And it was a topic. Toastmaster Aman, how much time do I have? Like
One more. We can wait. One more member, I guess we can have. One more. Yes. Yes. Any online.
any online guests?
Is there offline?
Yes, Shraddha, would you like to go?
Can we?
Yeah.
Can we have
Yes,
one more?
I would.
Okay. Like
Yeah.
Toastmaster
Okay,
Trisha, I
thank
think
you.
Yes, Shraddha will go.
Okay, first guest. Guest Zishan. You are drowning in the water, then you realize you can breathe in the water. You are drowning in the water, then you realize you can breathe in the water. Guest Zishan. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, any story.
No. First of all, I would like to thank you that my name is Dishan, and I have been invited by my friend who is also like the first day, and it was very good to see you all. Like you people are representing yourself before this session, and in my childhood, I I used to like swimming, and but in my local area there is no any pond kind of thing. But I'm very fascinating about swimming. So one day I decided to go to swimming for 1 or 2 kilometers away from my home, and with my one friend, school friend basically, and he has also not swimming skills and as well as me. So I decided to go down the first, and at that time I when I go down, so because of lack of not swimming skill, so I go and suppose almost drawn into that pond. So someone who is passing who has very good skill, so they suddenly drop uh, jump into the pond and try to swim. And at that time, from that point, I am very fear of swimming. So that's all. So I just wanted to come up from this speaker.
So now, guest Shraddha. Guest Shraddha.
Hello. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. So guest Shraddha.
Hmm.
Your long distance closest friend surprised you at your birthday. Your long distance closest friend surprised you at your birthday, guest Shraddha.
Okay. Okay. So so I can share a story.
Yeah, you can make or you can share any story. There's a time limit up to 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. Um of course, growing up, I had a lot of craze for celebrating birthdays. However, when the adulting hit, the when the adulting hit, celebrating birthday was no more as exciting as it used to be. However, there is always a small part of you wants to feel which wants to feel the day, or there is always people coming and uh, wishing you, which makes you want to celebrate the day eventually. So this is how my general feeling of birthdays have been. But this one birthday, when I turned 20, I had this one friend who came all the way from Assam to celebrate my birthday. And although I was not expecting that I'll get a birthday celebration that would be so great, and I tried to downplay the desire to have a really good birthday. But when my friend came down and took me around the city, had a treasure hunt based celebration for me, it was so exciting, so refreshing, and it made me realize that it doesn't harm to celebrate one day or to have one day in your whole year or whole month for your own self, for celebrating who the person you have become and celebrating the person you want to become. So I guess my end points would be that all of us should celebrate birthdays. Thank you.
Thank you, guest Shraddha. Can I, is there any time?
No, it's not ended.
So I prepared many topics, but due to shortage of time, I couldn't continue. Uh, so back to you, host, Toastmaster Ashley.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Speecha. Can we have a huge round of applause? How beautifully she managed connecting in such a short span of time. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Toastmaster
Now,
Ashma, 1 minute. So, guys, the votes for the best prepared table topic speaker is in the group, and it's a request. Please vote it. The polls for a table topic speaker and prepared speeches.
Who's the poll master? The spelling of guest Shraddha's one. Okay.
It's okay, no problem.
Fine.
It's-
Managers.
thank you, timer. So 1 minute is over. I hope you all have voted in the group. Now it's time for the evaluation. I would like to call Toastmaster Yuvraj, a general evaluator for today, to share the observations and recommendation for all of us. Toastmaster Yuvraj,
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashima.
over
Now
to
it's
you.
my time to call this first speech evaluator or Toastmaster Sharon, that is Toastmaster Ajay.
Yes, my guided journey. I think this actually went in a flow. I felt it. This was, I think, fantastically done by Toastmasters team, I would say. It started with smile. I love that. The greatest weapon on the earth is a smile. That's what considered by Mahatma Gandhi. Yeah. Inviolence cannot happen without the angry face. Yeah. It's always happening with smile face. Okay. Hand gestures were amazing. By the way, how many of you remember exuberate with this? Yeah, this was amazing, I guess. Okay. What of the table topic? Ice speaker. This went in the flow, right? And of course, there was a humor as well in that. Remember, this was a fantastic as a speaker when performing. Okay, engaging stories were there. Who was the mentor? Do you remember? It was must reach Kashi. Yeah, well structured story. I would say fantastic, but there was a problem. I would say that could be improved. I guess. Okay, let's say how many people believe the mentors are the torch? They give you the direction. How many think that mentors are the support? How many of you think the mentors are the power? That's what could be done. I would say the hook was weak. I think that could have been framed in more questions form that could help to engage the audience more, I would say. Get back to the another one. Icebreaker could be more specific, I would say. Okay, I think when we're talking about icebreaker, this could be more specific, I would say. This is the, I would say, the lever of your speech. Let's say, guys, this was my icebreaker. And I remember the first time And I was calling first. And this was really difficult for me. My legs wouldn't allow me to come on stage, but I was there. And that was difficult for me. When the topic was given, oh, what am I gonna do? Uh, That was the feeling the first time. I would say that could be more specific in such a way like that. Okay. And you could even say, no, the day I was wearing the black game on stage and something like it was a bit more dramatic, I would say. That could be. Rome was not built in a day, if you remember. That's no. It could be something like that. I remember going to my bed. Something that my mentor told me that Rome was not built in a day, hitting me again and again. I was eating. Rome was not built. I was walking. Rome was not built in a day. That was something again and again. And that was something, really motivated me to be on stage. That was something. Okay. And that's all, okay? Just have, 10 seconds more heart, okay? That's it. Okay. And one more thing, last, okay? When you're talking about three takeaways, and that's a good part, I would say, but that could be framed in much more better way. Let's say mentorship is belief. That, it could be more in a negative part as well. Let's say, the most people make the mistakes, what they don't believe. They take the mentors as a lightly. That will not be seen actually. When you are with the mentor, I think you should be with the mentor. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajay. Now I would like to call the second speech evaluator, that is Toastmaster Rajinder.
Good afternoon once again. A good evaluation is a confluence of commendation, recommendation, and encouragement. Before you pop the next pill, the title itself is enough to spark the curiosity among audience. Beginning with question is always a good start to invite audience engagement. Use of biscuit or showing medicine as a prop, I would say it was a great idea to invoke audience awareness. Advice she gave was valuable, like overdose of paracetamol can cause damage to liver and so on. Popping a pill like gummy. I like the comparison of pill with gummy to show how careless we pop up medicine without thinking. And then it went to the session on ADME. There was absorption, distribution, metabolism, excretion. It brought back my memories of my biology class in school. And there was a use of humor. It was well researched and very good eye contact. So there are a few recommendations. I felt the pace was fast at many places. Speech looked little rushed. And I could give you an example. There was this intense sweat is actually metabolite. What is metabolite? So there could have been a little pause there. Sweat is actually metabolite because it is a new word. It should sink in with the audience, and then this intent should come. What is metabolite? Also, I felt that there was disruption between many times. Maybe the topic was so engaging and interesting that audience wanted to know more of what is being taught. And also, I believe question form the audience could have been handled with a calm body language. It would have elevated your speech. In the end, I would like to congratulate TM Sangeeta. She has fulfilled her speech objective of managing difficult audience by showing relevant proof as and when demanded. Also, kudos to her for choosing the topic that kept audience so engaged that question kept pouring in till the last moment. Very well done, and it was knowledgeable, thought-provoking, and confident speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajinder. Now I would like to call the third speech evaluator, that is Toastmaster Tanishq.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yuvraj. So I'm going to evaluate my target speaker Toastmaster Laksh by keeping his level and project in mind. Coming to the commendation part, how many of you think that Toastmaster Laksh did a great job by giving a great speech? I loved how he showed his perspective being a Toastmaster, showed prioritizing Toastmaster speech, rules, and the most important, being a member. Over those dopamine hitting parties, I like how Toastmaster Laksh was using episodes that helped him to engage more people. For example, same meeting, same stage, and same rules. Usually, Shakespeare used to use that use these to add emphasis, emotion to his stories and speeches. Well played, Toastmaster Laksh. But coming to the recommendations, he could have added higher tonality in the starting, in the starting of the speech that could help him to engage more people. In the starting, I felt that he was a little raw, but in starting, you have to engage people. I felt that Toastmaster Laksh was very showing the simplicity like this. I feel I finally earned the right to make decisions, not calculation, not judgment, just observation. You could Toastmaster Laksh could have added voice tonality in the starting. For example, I feel I finally earned the right to make observations, not conclusions, not judgments, but observation. He could have added more little pauses when he was stating about Gen Z, Gen Y, and Gen X. For example, Gen Z, Gen Y, and the Gen X. I observed that there were some unwanted long pauses in between that could be improved. And I liked how in between Toastmaster Laksh went all impromptu, mentioning Toastmaster Dr. Sangeeta's speech. Toastmaster Laksh have a good voice, although he used tonality in some areas. Looked like it was a very balanced speech. Great perspectives shared and great usage of humor. And yes, congratulations on clearing level 1. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tanishq. Now we'd like to call our next speech evaluator, that is Toastmaster Sunny. No, Toastmaster Shraddha, sorry.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yuvraj. Deepak, do not go back because what a lovely speech backed by story of failure and learning from the same. My target speaker included audience interaction by asking them question when he was talking about failure. He asked them to raise the hand if they felt failure in their life. My target speaker also met his objective of using voice modulation in his speech by showcasing sadness while he was talking. When he was feeling low, he would talk like this. I felt sad. My confidence lowered. And when he was showcasing energy of his professor who screamed at him, he raised his voice. He screamed, literally screamed, Deepak, go back. This is a great way to engage audience because people are hooked to your story. There are different pinpoints in your whole story for them to be hooked onto. My target speaker also used his body language when he was showcasing characters. When he was talking about the professor, the lady, he was using body movement. He was standing at a different angle when he was portraying a different character. This is a good way to make the audience feel that there is someone else who is speaking and not the audience in the story. However, even though he was switching characters, there was no, I could feel that there was a limitation of pause between the switch. He could have included more of pause when he was switching between characters. So while he was talking about the professor, he was immediately switching into himself and talking about his story. And also, I could feel that he could have tweaked his voice in between when talking about the character to showcase a different person. And in terms of using the stage, the story was very nice. It was talking about not Simon go back, but Deepak go back. So he could have moved backwards. And when he was talking about the learnings and how he grew, he could have moved forward. I'm sorry for the angle, but he could have moved forward and showcased that he has learned from the journey. Even apart from that, my target speaker had reiterated Deepak go back again while he was talking about his journey in the Toastmasters, and he utilized a lot of quotes which has enriched his story. He also asked a question towards the end for people to go back and think. Overall, if my target speaker, Toastmaster Deepak, incorporates pause while switching between characters, tweaks his voice, and also uses the stage more strategically, he can take his speech to the next level. All in all the best for your upcoming speech. And Deepak, we all, I think, can reflect, learn, and improve. Back to you, Toastmaster Yuvraj.
Thank you so much, Shraddha. Now I would like to call our next speech evaluator, Toastmaster Sunny.
So, hello everyone. So, I am here with my evaluation report for the Toastmaster Risal's speech. So, first of all, the speech title is quite unique. As I have said in my introduction, it clearly just gives you what the speech is all about. Like the speech title was When Madagascar Left a Piece of Itself Near Home. So, when I first read the title last night, I immediately got reminded of the movie Madagascar. So, so I was just genuinely excited what this speech was all about. So now moving on from the speech title, she started her speech with a question, which is a very effective way of communicating with the audience. Now, her speech objective was effective body language. So, but due to the online medium, I evaluated her based on her hand gestures, which she used ample, and her facial expressions, which she also used very well. Like she also used, I think, speech modulation, and how she was describing earlier, how she went to a journey to the island and how she went back from there. Now, yeah. She also raised the issue of waste management and responsible tourism. I liked how she raised the point, and I do not have any much recommendation for the body language part because I cannot actually see much. But although there was limitation there, I would still like to provide you a tip for body language for your future speeches, and that is the invisible table. I don't know if you know about invisible table, but it's a thing in speeches. Like most of the speakers tend to keep their hands above this line. So this is a form of projecting power in the speeches. But it's good if we try to keep it like this sometimes. And if we are trying to show a gesture, then we can move it up. It will show intention more. So I think you can incorporate it whenever you are delivering your speech in future physically. And so that's all from my side. Good luck for the future Toastmaster Israel.
Now I would like to call the next speech evaluator. It is Toastmaster Sukhvinder.
All right, so I was fine until I reached here, and then I realized that I need to evaluate Moji's speech, and I got nervous. Right, so though it's a job, I'm going to do it with complete honesty. Anmol, everything was in place. Eye contact and well connected, and you uses the place quite well. And I think the good part is this that you use the technology and it was connected to your speech. right? The screenshots and the videos all were connected, and speech was completed within the time provided. I think the takeaway, which I think is important for every one of us, is that, and especially for me or to all those who has just joined, is that you stay complete. I mean, you stay relaxed. That's very important. I think if you could control your mental state, I think rest everything will be in place. Like I'm very nervous now, so it's because the mental state again. I think that is something which I'm going to take away or take with me, and I'm going to practice this on every time when I'm going to practice. Usually I do that. So I think I'll work on my mental state. You were very relaxed, and rest everything was. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ginger. So it's a request to the members that I have posted for the best evaluation in the guest group, and please vote it as soon as possible. Timer, keep the time of 30 seconds. While the time is over, now it's my time to invite my Ox Road players. First, I would like to call the timer of today's meeting. It is Toastmaster Raman.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yuvraj. And hello once again, everyone. I'm back with my report for the timer. And as we are having a little special meeting today, so we got stressed a little bit. So starting with the prepared speeches, I'll go in the sequence of the speakers. Toastmaster Shirin, she spoke for 6 minutes 30 seconds. Toastmaster Sangeeta, she spoke for 15 minutes and 17 seconds. Although there was little technical issues that we had encountered, and Toastmaster Laksh spoke for 7 minutes exactly on the net. So Toastmaster Deepak, present online, spoke for 5 minutes 57, very close to the yellow, which is good, I would say. Toastmaster Rishal, she spoke for 6 minutes 36 seconds, and she had 30 seconds for the slide. So total would be somewhere around 7 minutes and 7 seconds. Toastmaster Anmol, he spoke for 7 minutes and 48 seconds. He overshot the time limit. Now coming to evaluations, we had Toastmaster Ajay. He spoke for 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Toastmaster Rajinder, in her evaluation, she spoke for 2 minutes and 39 seconds, very close to yellow, which is great. Toastmaster Tanishq, 2 minutes 43. Toastmaster Shraddha, 3 minutes and 15 seconds in the grace period. Toastmaster Sunny, exactly on 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Good job. Toastmaster Sukhvinder, slightly under the minimum cutoff, that is 1 minute 48 seconds. Now coming to the table topic speakers, guest Ayushi, she spoke for 1 minute and 30 seconds, exactly on the yellow card. Great job. Guest Jishan spoke for 1 minute and 50 seconds. Guest Shraddha, present online, she spoke for 2 minutes and 10 seconds. From my side, all I want to say is that when you're giving a prepared speeches, try to time them. It helps. Aim for the yellow card, and so that you can move to the conclusion as soon as the yellow card is shown, so that you're within the time limit. Over to the general one. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raman, for presenting the report. Now I would like to call the arc out of today's meeting and Toastmaster Shirin.
Hello everyone.
Hello, online friends. So I will start from host and presiding officer were flawless, and all speakers were flawless. Very good speeches. Evaluator, Toastmaster Rajinder, flawless. Toastmaster Ajay, 3 2 and some unwanted pauses, but expressive delivery. Toastmaster Tanish, some repeated words, but expressive presentation. Toastmaster Shraddha, flawless. Toastmaster Sunny, used so 7 times, but a wonderful evaluation with 3 and 2 Toastmaster Sukhvinder, some filler words, but negligible. And Toastmaster Aman, flawless. Toastmaster Jagdish, some and ums. Toastmaster Sunny, some as you are giving your your speech on auxiliary role, some negligible fillers were there. And Toastmaster Twisha as a table topic master, some negligible fillers but wonderful presentation. And Toastmaster and guest Ayushi, some were there but beautiful response. And guest Jishan, some filler was there but very good response. Guest Shraddha, some 6 and some on filler words, but wonderful explanation. Your response was very good. And this is my report. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Swati. Now it's time to call the grammarian of today's meeting, and it's Toastmaster Jagdish.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yuvraj. Hello, everyone. So I'm sure everyone will agree that this meeting was a great meeting with the confluence of insightful speeches, constructive feedback, and engaging table topic session. Now, coming to my report, some of the outstanding words which were used in this meeting were like stutter, in stammering, exuberant, full of energy, fraternity, feeling of friendship between people, toxicity, poisonous, juggling, working on many things together, instigating to start something, majestically different, very beautiful, scrambling, fight to get something. Now coming to the word of the day, I mean, this was used 16 times today by everyone. So thank you so much, everyone, for using this word. And Toastmaster Shireen used it 3 times. Toastmaster Yuvraj, Toastmaster Rajinder, Toastmaster Sangeeta, Toastmaster Tanish, Toastmaster Laksh, Toastmaster Shraddha, Toastmaster Anmol, they all used it 1 time each. But it was Toastmaster Deepak who used it maximum number of times, 5 times. So, yeah, kudos to Toastmaster Deepak. Coming to different phrases that were used here, which were very nice. The Pygmalion effect, Toastmaster Shireen. Rome is not built on one day. Toastmaster Shireen again. Brain went on trip by Toastmaster Deepak. Visual treat, geographical marvel by Toastmaster Rizal. Toastmaster Anmol said, I was in cloud 9. Life is not about extreme, it is about equilibrium. But the phrase which I liked the most was from Toastmaster Laksh. Toastmaster work not because we are same, it worked because we are different. Yeah, that's all from my report. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jagdish. Now it's time to call the listener of today's meeting. It is Toastmaster Sunny.
So, hello everyone. So, where you are listening, there will be quiz now. So, as the time is short, I will be asking only 5 questions, and I will be segregating the whole audience into online and offline members. I will be asking 1 question each, first online and then offline. For the first 2 questions, there will be 5-second time limit, and the next 2 questions, there will be 10 seconds, and last question will be bonus round. So, be ready. So, for the online contest, online audience, What is today's meeting number? Anyone? 5 seconds.
559. 559.
I was expecting Toastmaster people to say it first. Okay, you get 1 point. Online audience. Now moving on to the offline audience. Toastmaster Anmol mentioned a police officer. What was his name? Okay. So 1 point to the offline audience. Now moving on to the online audience again. You have 10 seconds for it. Toastmaster Risal mentioned the name of a supercontinent. What? But you are out of it. Toastmaster Risal.
Pangea.
Yes.
Pangea.
No. Another one.
Gondwana.
Yeah, sure. So 2 points to online audience. For the offline one, Toastmaster and Moon landed in Los Angeles. You are out, by the way. Toastmaster and Moon landed in Los Angeles on which date and in which year?
5th October.
No.
8th October. 9, 10, 11.
Okay. You can recite 1 to 31. It will be one. Yeah. Year?
2025.
Yeah, it's correct. But was it below 10 seconds? Okay, then. So 2 points to the offline audience. And last is the bonus question. And it is a very difficult one. Let's see for both online and offline audience. So it's a tiebreaker. Whoever answers is first. Guest Shraddha is based on which city in India? No. Shraddha. Guest Shraddha.
Surat.
Surat, Surat,
Right.
Surat,
Surat,
Surat.
Surat.
Okay.
Surat.
So so I think
We
the
said
offline
it
audience
first.
one. Yeah.
Surat. Answer.
Yeah. But Toastmaster Sangeeta has given in the answer earlier.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Okay. So that was my quiz. I conclude my report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunny. Members, it's a request that a polls for the best Oxford players are in the group. Please vote it. So the time is over. Now I will present my GE report. It will be crisp and brief because of the time shortage. Now it's my time to present my confluence report. The meeting started on time. Sir, everything was great. Mission was mentioned, values, rules. Everything was great. So they were backouts, but it was filled on time. Presiding officer, always an inspirational opening, asking questions, engaging the audience. No recommendation for you. Host was also introduced very well. Now it's time for the big road players. Host, TTM, and host and TTM. Host, you were very much confident, audible. Introduction of G was awesome. I am very passionate about cards. Thank you, great. And you also introduced the speech evaluators, speakers very well. Kudos to you. And about the table topic master. Even though there was shortage of time, we were able to keep only three speakers. But it's my recommendation is that was we should keep we should give the experienced member the first priority so guests can know that what is table topic is all about. After that, we can call the guests. In these scenarios, we can call the first experienced member, then after 2 guests or 3 guests. Depends on the time. And the topics are good. So as there was no theme, so it was not related to theme, no theme was there, so no worries. But the topics can be more interesting, like more motivational. No worries. So about this speech, I'm pressure, guys. I have to just present in 2 minutes. So about the speech evaluators, you presented your report very well. It was based on CRC approach. You mentioned the pathways, levels, and as they would know such or use that words that offend the speakers and the sentiments of them, kudos to you. It was completely on CRC approach, and it was only in the diplomatic tone, and it's in kind and enthusiastic manner just to keep our audience motivated. So about the Oxford players, all the Oxford players presented their role very well. Even the report was completely well presented. But one recommendation is that there are also online members also. We need to keep the eye contact with them so that they can feel that they are the part of this meeting. And and always remember the mission of the club is that provide a positive and supportive learning experience. If we don't maintain the eye contact with them, it seems that we are not supporting them and they are not getting the support. So just make sure that we need to keep the eye contact with them. Reports were well presented. And one more recommendation is that you can just mention any code and the reason why this role is important. What's the purpose of this role? So that the members and guests can know that how to improve it. And also can give recommendation on how to improve the time. And in to sum up, I would like to say that if we want to keep 6 speeches and if the speeches duration are long, we can skip the table topics just to finish the meeting within the time. Or there can be some option, the speeches whose duration are 10 to 15 minutes. For the future purpose, what I'm saying, we can keep with 3 speakers if the speech duration is around 10 to 15 or 15 to 20 minutes for the time to save the time and to finish the meeting within the time. So I have presented my report very well. I hope so. Because I have no time. I was in complete stress and pressure. So over to the Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Thank you. Before Yuvraj can send me the results for 2 role players, one is Oxford player and one is Big Three, I would want to apologize to everyone. To each one of you, I really apologize because I overestimated the time. And when I had a conversation with Risal, she said, should we keep table topics? I forgot myself that I would be speaking for 15 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Because table topic contest is also coming. People would get some time to prepare. And to make it up for you, we can have a table topic conversation in a week where Trisha can lead it. It could be on Wednesday or Thursday or any time it is suitable for you. Just ping us up so that we can understand and, okay, there is a rat there now. And a big one. And now I'm concerned about our electronics that we keep there. Anyway, I'm so sorry for that. But Namra is not present here. I would want to thank her who prepared the agenda in such a way that it accommodated everything and we are on time according to the agenda.
Yes.
That's something now this is a learning for myself. If we have a speechathon that we are planning for once a month, we know what to do next. So thank you, and let's not wait further. And I would definitely take the feedback from our guests after the meeting. But before that, let me share the results. We have 2 best speakers. One is Toastmaster Laksh and one is Toastmaster Anmol. So and for best table topic speakers, okay, thanks to the lizard. You got this, sir. Come on, guest admission. There's a choice. And now for evaluator, ये it's my evaluator, Toastmaster Rajinder. It was amazing. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Now I have to write the certificate. Okay, Yuvraj has shared it with me. Let me check. Okay, so for Ox role Claire, we have Toastmaster Jagdish. What I really loved is the phonetics that he has already sent in the group, how to pronounce it. So it's very important to know. Thank you. And I really loved the listener role as well today. It was amazing. We just woke up from the sleep. I felt like that. Even though it was such an intense meeting, we had like so intense, so many speakers, so many table topics, but you just crossed our path in such a way that we just, I don't know why I'm seeing the rat there and it's really making me tensed. Okay, so where is Yuvraj? Yeah. He must be very happy today. Come. The big seat. I thought you already know it. Congratulations. And thank you all of you for coming. And congratulations, Yuvraj. Please tell him congratulations. Okay. I'm so sorry that we are 20 minutes behind. And sorry for that. Again, sorry, because I really feel bad because we are already on time every single Saturdays. And this
As
is...
per agenda, we still have.
Yeah, as per agenda, we still have time. Thank you for joining. And we can have a group photograph. So half members can come here, half members can stand here. Our BPPR can take the picture.
Yep. Online people, can you add emoticon if possible? Yeah, cool. Thank you. I'm going to click picture. All right. Say cheese. Okay, so I'm
Just a
still
minute,
waiting. Waiting for the perfect angle.
Okay. Let's do this. And half of them can squat.
Okay. Let's click picture. Cheese. Say cheese one more time. Cheese. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
have a
Not
nice
very important.
With this, I adjourn the meeting. Thank you all.
We need
Yeah,
to picture
yeah,
after
we
club.
that is after the adjournment.
Okay.
Now I